To quote the avant-garde modern classical act Mindless Self-Indulgence, the bass, the rock, the mic, the treble, I like my coffee black just like my metal. And this sentiment rings very true with my love for War Moon Lord, who still slightly holds the top spot for album of the year so far, and I just found out is also Old Sorcery, and came out with another new album with the beautiful and epic Strange and Eternal, which, if I have to recommend any Dungeon Synth album in this video, it has to be that, and like 5 other albums too, but also Strange and Eternal. So this guy holds 2 spots in my top 5 right now, but also 2 other great contenders for my album of the year so far lists consist of the raw energy that is Departure Chandelier's Antichrist Rise to Power, and the best Emperor album in the past 20 years with Vargrave's Reign in Supreme Darkness. However, if you want something just a bit slower but just as heavy, then look no further than with Inter Arma's Sulphur English. Or if you want something not as heavy but chock full of psychedelia, then why haven't you listened to Synthiosis by Waste of Space Orchestra yet? There's also the new Sun album that came out, and holy shit, does it sound amazing. I too belong in the big camp that thought Canon felt flaccid, and Life Metal is their best effort since Monoliths and Dimensions. As a sucker for drone metal and its rather meditative and trancing nature, this album hits all the sweet spots for me. Speaking of sweet things, this has also been a good year for lushful, ethereal-sounding pop music with these new Puritans Inside the Rose, Ioana Gaika's Thalassa, or Ioana Gaika? Whatever. This album is good, and Way is Blood's Titanic Rising. If you want super noisy rock music instead of like sweet pop shit though, then Nocebo by Elizabeth Colorwheel should already be on your radar. To drift away from noisy rock to melancholic rock, the recent American Football album is actually really good. It's like miles better than their previous album. Like, Uncomfortably Numb hits such a tender spot in my heart that it makes me yearn for simpler times. It's that type of album. It's the nostalgia for the memories you wished you've had type album. It's not a contender for me, but it's still a pretty solid album, and that's really all I've got to talk about. Yeah, I know there's several albums that I'm probably missing right now. Like, look, Fishing for Fishies doesn't really do much for me. I get it. It's fun, groovy, poppy rock music for people who want to save the planet. The Mountain Goats are kind of on autopilot right now. Cause I Love You by Lizzo was hyped up a little bit because Juice was a great song, but turns out that's like the only great song off the album. Oh, and by the way, Vampire Weekend did something. Look, I've always thought Vampire Weekend was boring. Do you think that I'm the type of guy that would like to listen to Vampire Weekend? No, that's not for me. Anywho, that's it for me. I'll see you in a month, or maybe a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know my schedule anymore. Bye!